Hey there, Joy of the World friends and family. I'm Joy here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you are new to this channel, click that subscribe button down below. It is a vote for yourself and free as always to hop on this joy train. Whose joy? Your joy, my joy, the whole world's joy. Because we're fabulous, beautiful, bold, bright, and perfect just as we are right now. This channel comes in to give you resonance and confirmation on your journey in life so that you can boldly step forward into your satisfaction and fulfillment today. Sound good to you? If it does, and if you're returning, click that little like button over there. It loves to be tickled like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Please touch the shaman. Okay, so I've got to tell you, let's jump into this because you need to know the power is in your hands. The choice is yours. Does that sound fantastic? It's no longer having to dig or peek or look over the fence or check around the corner or listen out or trust or mistrust or see what, y'all pardon the ceiling fan on my head. What's going on with other people? Yourself wants to know what's going on with you. Now, we have a lot of planetary uniqueness going on whenever you show up. These are timeless reads. But for those who do show up calendarically, I do go into things like that. And it does not make them null or void. Trust your spirit, trust your soul. So there's some unique things going on. They said there's several planets going out of bounds, which I find quite funny because that is my last name. Not out of, but bounds. And so right now, Venus is going out of bounds to join us at Mars and Mercury as well. That's when they leave the gravitational pull of the sun. So, I mean, when all of a sudden you're not feeling like you have to, you can change your mind. You can change your position on things. It is like a secret little window pane that Big Papa, where you at, Big Daddy? Saturn, giving us some wormholes to rearrange ourselves, to jump off the track and the train of karma and to get into the truth of who we are. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is showing up, and I think I might play with it some, because at this channel, we are the whole zodiac. So when we talk about the different signs, or you see a Cancer reading or a Sagittarius reading or a Pisces reading, that's about a facet of who you are, a slice of your pie, stepping into the truth of who you are, okay? So for right now, what we need to know is about this power of choice, and it's coming in along Two of Wands, the Tower, and Carnelian. They're like, take it downtown. See, this is like burning, lighting the match, starting the fire. What? Light your own pilot light, baby. Somehow through magic and miracles we can right now. That's finding out and igniting your passion, deciding what it is that moves you forward. Now, I will tell you there's a bit of a warning as to how you do this, how you bring about your world. Are you going to conflict yourself and afflict yourself? Or are you going to bless yourself? Carnelian says, I vote for blessing myself. Who votes for blessing yourself? I hope you do, because that is our affirmation today. If you'd like to say it with me, please do. I bless myself. I'm going to say it again for myself, not just the channel. I bless myself. And that's the thing, is what things have seemed like burdens, problems, precariousness, debts, taxation, whatever else, karma, all that stuff. When we see it as such, that's all it can be. But Big Papa shows up with 2 votes. He's like, let's turn this shiz around. Let's get you back in line with your spirit. That's what's going on here. More than this doubling. This isn't Siamese twins. This isn't 2 people fighting over one body. No, this is your spirit who says, I'm ready to get in agreement with you. We're looking to bypass the hopes, dreams, and fears, the blood, sweat, and tears, red and white magic. Okay. And we're looking to bring them together, which is the green magic, the trusting oneself. Because when we're in trust, we're heart united, not a heart divided. Whose heart? Your heart. Okay. So let me see what else. It was talking about unlocking the power of the you-niverse. And what is that? You. That universe, okay? And the universe looks like this. It is the wheel, and we love to get the Wheel of Fortune thinking, oh, good stuff's about to happen. Things are about to change, about to turn. Let's look closely here, y'all. What do you see going around the outside of this, okay? These are zodiac signs and placements that we have going on to deal with the color wheel, the facets of life. So let's be fascinating. And I love it because, is this Baum? Yeah. Frank Baum, okay? It's coming in. I left the 2 jokers in the deck because this is saying make peace with the whole new world and the power that's coming in. What power is that, baby? That power is you. So at the bottom of the Maxwell Parish, no, the top, it came in to look up these out of bounds planetary things going on, which is not something you have to know a lot about. You just need to know about your feelings and what you're experiencing right now. So this is an opportunity, an incoming opportunity to turn your world right side up, to sow and to invest in yourself in the moment, in the now, as you're going into your crystalline castle, which in there are the 9 rays. So the 9th ray, which you're showing me in this card, is you. To go into the depths and the belly, to the underbelly, which is where the roots and the nourishment drive down, which is where the exchange occurs inside the trunk of the tree. What trunk? Your tree, the tree of life. Okay, hopefully your ears move as fast as my lips. So we have the Everyday Lenormand coming in by Tim LeBlanc. Delicious, wonderful, powerful friend, the Enlightened Auntie. You could go to her website to check these out if you'd like to get you some. But the Sith, you Sith aside, potato. I called a Sith before. What was that? Star Wars took the name over. It's coming in. It's telling you to cut the shiz diz out. Now you might go, "Ooh, good. I'm ready. I've been bothered. I've been troubled. I want to get shiz diz out of my life." I'm like, cut your shiz. Cut the biz. What biz? The way you've been operating that mindset. And it's like making it hard, afflicted, malefic. You have burdens and all these things and thinking life is working against you. Am I going to get the lesson or the blessing? They're like, you choose. Same sitch. Okay. Same sitch, same situation, you choose. You can use this to destroy, to harm, to malign, to whatever. Or you can use it to harvest, baby. So see it as your harvest, your time coming on in. Oh, babe, look over here. 2 hearts spilled and split itself everywhere when this came out. I'm totally fascinated by it, and I don't even know what's going on until they have me look. Look, 3 of Pentacles. Now, if you didn't know, over here, Ace of Diamonds, that is the Ace of Pentacles, and that is you. You are important. You are pure. You are perfect. You divined your chart. And that's why we're the whole zodiac, because when you look down, it is a picture and an imprint of the sky that occurred on you the moment you were born. It's your recording. But just like a gemstone, what is taken away and sliced away is what makes you more fascinating, because it drives your light into the center. So don't look at things lost, things missing, things not enough. No bad. This is precision coming on in. It's you harnessing and strengthening and pressing into the choice of you, the power of the lightness, the delight of your hands, of the fire flower. Okay, remember we talked about lighting up pilot light. This is getting rid of the crumple foots, the dog, hairy dog turds, that nasty stuff that we don't want. It's like cleaning out and getting it gone. Compost that stuff so that you can have fertilizer to put on your flowers, because it takes a lot of shiz to grow some flowers. Ask me how I know. So the thing is life's wanting your garden to abound, and it's going to abound with energy, with delights, with connection, with magnificence. It's often been said that people who go through the hardest things will get the greatest gifts, okay? And not like, oh, you're better than somebody else. No, it creates capacity, okay? It creates capacity. And the thing is, you put too big of a bulb in too small of a socket, it's going to blow it, and it could blow your breaker. So it's not about somebody being better than anybody else. It's about aligning with your connection, your capacity. Okay? And that's what we have coming on in here. It may look strange, may look like some freaky creature, and you could go, ooh, I don't know how I relate to that. Or you could go, whoa, what you going to show me? And that's what your soul's wanting to come in and show you, this whole new life. Look at this. This is your energy bubble. This is your amnios, your egg, okay? That has to do with what you say about yourself, how you think about yourself, how you think about the world. And how you see that is what creates that membrane that goes around it, whether it's locked up and rigid and being held, and that's terminal death there. And I don't mean die death, I mean soul death, okay? Or if it's semi-permeable, but me and other people's stuff can come on in before you check it. Or it can be that you have the decision that what you choose to let in and out, okay? That's the self-control, not controlling others, controlling self, being in touch with yourself. Like James Brown, kiss yourself. Okay, and with that, I see the wings of this eagle taking off, ready to take flight. And let's see what we have going on here. Who is our flight mechanism? Let's see what's up under here. We have the hangman coming in. Let me split the deck. So this is like what's letting us know. the point to reconsider and to see that you're magnificent and delightful. This is about nourishing the roots. The roots lead to the fruits. Remember how they were talking about getting on the inside, down to the nitty-gritty, into the belly of it? This is where the roots get the nourishment and where all life began. Seeing where you began. You began as blessed, divine, and beautiful as a cornucopia of life, as this whole wheel, the whole color wheel. Because I tell you, I never bought a crayon box that has one crayon. One color. When they gave me 8 in elementary kindergarten, I felt robbed. I was like, that is cruel and unusual punishment. What do y'all want from me? There is nothing interesting in here. Okay. So I like the variety of life. I like the spice of life. I like the expansion, the creativity, the color, the nuance, the wooing, the sensuality of it. And that sensuality ain't just sex, babe. Okay, and that's what's going on here inside your heart, is that disguise of you're lingering between two choices. You're staying on the fence or defense, or really when you're on defense, you're on offense. Okay, just like the bully is the most intimidated person in the room, therefore they are experiencing intimidation, so they put out intimidation. Okay, so when we're defensive, it's actually a disguise for being offensive, creating and sparking all of these things that can be destructive energies to who we are, or creating afflictions, maleficness, all that kind of stuff. The bung holy oh. All right, now that's the thing, is you're to extract your goldness self under here. And if y'all didn't know it, when it comes to dreams, if you got shiz-tastic going on in your dream, it's equivalent to money. All right, so clean and clear. You know, gardeners call compost black gold. So nurture and nourish it down. It becomes a whole new living force, not of bacteria and decay, but of life-giving, fresh and fragrance when it gets air, sun, and water. Okay, so let's get, these are leaning towards giving us a little bit. This is interesting, very interesting, because I don't usually leave things all spread out. Yep, my God, I've never seen that on here. Whole zodiac. Look at the creatures up in the tree. They're talking about your creature comforts. Okay, let's find out about your creature comforts, because some of you are like, I'm leaning in, I'm listening a little bit. Joy, you have my ear, but not my heart. I don't need it, baby, it's your heart. So let's find out what those creature comforts are, okay? To begin to speak, no, that's a chunk. Let's take a harmony card that gives us the totality, the sum total of what these creature comforts are, what they're about for our channel here, okay? Let's be clear and come on, outline striders. I'm gonna do it. I don't like this many, but right, what? I have the power to choose. This defensiveness that's going on, this talk to the hand, you know, and you have to realize the way we treat others and speak to others is actually a pure, perfect reflection of what we're doing to ourselves. Remember, defensive is really offensive. So they're asking us to lay down the game, to quit trying to play the roulette wheel, to realize that we're the whole wheel. Your lottery, your fortune, your creativity, your reciprocation, your power, your pleasure, all those houses that go on, not just the zodiac sign, but also the number of the houses, the placements they're in. It all is fascination rather than frustration. Now, if you wonder, I sit on the other side of this lens and listen to these too, because while these are moving, I don't get the message. I just get it through me. But I sit here and I have to hear this too, baby, and I love it, helping me grow. So it is standing in the way. That defensiveness is blocking love. This is self-love. This is your truth, being full of yourself. Now, you need to know, a lot of times when we're younger, we're taught that being full of ourselves is something wrong. No, feeling yourself. You need to be full of yourself, because if you're not full of you, what is up in there with you? All right, that's what needs to be cleansed and cleared out, because you have this whole cornucopia, this whole new magnificence of this energy power wanting to return to you and to come inside. The number 7 for who needs to know. Now, this isn't about connections with others. You see that number 8? This is about connecting to and with yourself, what your heart, the halves of your heart. And it could seem that it's in opposition with itself, but scientifically, you know, the two parts, what we know, one side oxygenates and it pumps it out into the body, and so oxygen gets to all the body. But because we're a closed circuit, we're a complete circuit, then there also has to be something that takes the blood that's been used up, that the oxygen is dumped from, bring it all the way back up through the veins, back to the heart to be oxygenated. It's a cycle in the system. One is not better than the other. It is complete. So they're asking you to enjoy this completion. All right, so what is going on here? Eight of Wands. I want to get a clarification card. This really, it's talking about insemination. Fight or flight. Being driven by fear or playfulness. So what makes the wheel turn in our life is work and play. Work and play. When it's in balance, the wheel moves in the proper direction. Now, when trauma or other things can hit, we can almost put the brakes on and go, uh-oh, what did I do wrong? And turn back and consider back and go to the past and do that. We're playing with our wheel, but they're asking you to get into the truth of the heart of the matter. Do you want to operate from fear? Do you want to operate from faith? Faith leads to playfulness. Faith allows you that even in difficulty, you can still find bright moments in your day. You can still choose joyfulness, because remember, it's talking about unlocking the power of the universe, and with it talking about it's in your hand and the choice is yours. I would say our choice drives our hand. All right. And so we want to get in tune and touch with our heart, knowing that nothing's being taken away when the oxygen's getting used up by the body. That is the cycle of life, the feeding of the self, or the Big Dipper effect. Those are the seasons of sowing and the season of harvest or reaping. Ooh, baby. So cut that out. Quit turning on yourself and thinking it's all bad. Begin to get in touch with your tools, with your faculties, okay? Oh, look, Two of Swords coming in here. The clarity and the power of decision. They're asking you to trust your heart, but it's also showing me that your heart is blocked because you are being played in your moon mind. So who am I going to get to find out about the moon? Okay, I'm going to get Magic Mondays. I want to get a peek at your moon and what's going on in here. And then I'll need a clarification on that as well. Okay, I see you. I see you. So the thing about the moon that they want us to know is, remember, if you were with me from the beginning, I was talking about the being whole. I see you. I'm going to keep that face down. Being whole-minded. Not just left and right, logic and creativity, but also penetrating through the frontal lobe, which is, okay, conscious choice, subconscious and unconscious. Becoming whole brain means there's no shadow of doubt, no shadow of turning, no ifs, ands, or buts, no wondering exactly how to divide it up and cut up. It's whole. And when it's whole, you have the resources of your whole self, and it all comes together and makes pure, perfect sense for you, okay? So let me squeeze some more room up here. All right, I've got to fish these out because they're split. Are you wanting to talk from the split? Okay, well, from the split is coming the Ace of Rods and the Five of Swords and the Queen. Nope. Bypassing the Queen, straight to the Two of Rods again. Okay. So let's see about this Two of Swords and what is blocking your heart, because it's talking about trusting yourself. Don't play yourself. Trust yourself. Be true and honest with yourself and begin at the beginning. Give yourself a fresh new start and a chance to go for this. You can't do that with a suspicious eye or with a track record or a call into accounts. Give life a chance. Whose life? Your life. All right. So with the, ooh, baby, lovers, love yourself. Like James Brown said, you kissing yourself. Take a good look in the mirror. A clear look in the mirror, a clean look in the mirror. Be honest with yourself about what you want. And not just actually you're talking about your desires, they're also about what delights you, because desires and delights are both coming from the heart, well, one from the soul, but you got to come through there to get it on out, what, into your hands, into the power of your choice. That's why you have your blinders on here. You're choosing not to operate from your mind, but to know thyself and to move from the fullness of oneself, allowing them to work together, letting the mind be last, okay? So with that, looking in the pure perfectness of your reflection, being honest about what delights you. Because if you love to laugh, then you want to be around funny people. Why? Because you're funny too, okay? You have a funny bone. It makes you humorous. What? Ha! Okay, and so that way we're not always looking to connect with another number. That's the easiest way to say it, because when you look at a formulation like 2 + 4 = 6, another part of the equation, that's putting the power in someone else's hand. They're talking about you are the whole equation. You're the whole solution. That's why you don't actually have problems. You are the whole solution. But when we begin to involve other people as to the source of our happiness, that's when the breakdown and the jerry-rigging and that type of binding and all that stuff shows up, and that can lead to losing your liberty, your truth to your true cornucopia. and the fascination of who you are. All right. And that turns your world upside down. Let's not do that. So it all comes back to this, the lily, the shining bright, the peace, the radiance from the heart. But it's talking about the innocence, allowing those things, which moon, okay, moon can cast the shadows. It's what creates the image on the film. All right. And then it's reflected back out. So we have to let it move through the full process. So sometimes give it time to reflect, to process, that type of thing. Give it a night's sleep. Give it a week's seal and silence in your heart before you go asking other people's opinion or even sharing, hoping that they get on board with you. Just how about keep it to yourself? And that doesn't mean don't ever talk about it. Don't ever share, and don't be afraid. It just means don't go picking and prodding and digging around. The Ace of Rods, you are your answer. You are your match. You are your passion. You are your power. All right. And the Five of Blades. Root down to rise up. Root down to rise up, to have it all. To have it all. To give it time to fully absorb, to go in so that the rain, the sunshine, and the wind, right? Like you can nurture those old things down into your roots to drive it up into newness of life. I'm looking to see were there any more cards wanting to talk here. There are not. So with that, if you are still here, that means you like something. Tickle the like button like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Make it laugh and show your love and support for this channel, because YouTube gets pretty excited when people play with that button and they circulate these videos around. For what? Joy to the world, the joy train. The place where it's not just promises, but promises fulfilled. Not promises from me, but yourself awakening to yourself, to the truth of who you are, and having that power, that decision in your hands of which way you want to go, with what resonates with you, with what is being confirmed to you, because you are the eyes on that journey. Okay? But no, I believe in you. I look forward to your satisfaction and fulfillment in this earth, because it makes my world a better place too, right? Whole nother crayon in the crayon box. I love you. Check out other videos. They're all timeless. Talk to you soon. Bye.